Spam turn speed. But in all honesty, guys, I am sub-4 officially with just Ortega because I'm too lazy to learn CLL, and I want to show you the tricks that I use to be sub-4. My first tip is learning algorithms for each of the PBLs for multiple angles. So for this PBL, what I normally will do is hold the bars in the back and use this algorithm, but you can also do it with the bars in the front like this. And I'm certain there's algorithms for the bars on the sides, but I haven't learned those quite yet. So for adjacent switch on the bottom, this is the algorithm I use. So to explain it, first I'll tell you the algorithm I use for it on top. What I do is just the JA permutation, which is and so that can lend itself nicely to having an adjacent swap on the bottom. So what you do first is you do a setup move to bring these two pieces up here, which is R2 U'. Then you do the JA permutation, and then there's a cancellation of the last couple moves of the JA permutation and the unsetup move. So again, just like that. Now for this case, what most people learn it as is adjacent swap on the top, diagonal on the bottom, but you can also get adjacent on the bottom, diagonal on the top. For this, you're going to hold the bar on the left, and here's the algorithm. Bit quicker. Now for the last case, when you have a diagonal swap on bottom, you can use this algorithm. The setup is L2, then this algorithm comes from this algorithm for the Y permutation on top. Now my next tip is trying to predict OLL. This is mostly just tracking pieces, but I'll show you an example here. So here I do the orange face with U', R2 U, R', U', R, like this. So before I would execute that, which means before I would start to solve, I would be looking at the red stickers which are here and here. I see when I do the U', R2, these two are going to be oriented, but when I do the U, R', U', R, this one's going to become unoriented, but this one is going to become oriented on this, like this. So you see here, those are oriented. Now here, that makes it oriented, but the U', R unoriented. That's narrowed it down to just two cases, which are the ones with bars, which is either the headlights case or the anti-headlights case. And if you inspect long enough, you'll be able to track all the pieces and tell exactly which OLL you get, which in this case is the anti-headlights case. Now my last tip is either predicting or influencing the PBL case by looking at the OLL. And predicting it, all you have to do is learn CLL recognition, but to influence it, you might have to learn a couple CLLs. So here's one case. I'd make the blue face like this, and because of CLL recognition, I see when I do the standard OLL, it's going to have a diagonal swap, and before I made the blue face, I saw that I had a diagonal swap on it, so that means that it's going to be the R2, F2, R2 case, so I can actually cancel into that. like that. Now for influencing the PBL case, I'll take a similar scramble to the one that I just showed you. So here I have the same case for the blue face, like that. But when I get here, I see that it's just the standard CLL case for the top, which will leave me with a solved top layer, and a bad case, which is diagonal swap on bottom. So what I'll do is I'll do the inverse of this case, which is F R U R prime U prime R U R prime U prime R U R prime U prime F prime. But before I do the F prime, since I selected that case to make a diagonal swap on top, I can just do F R2 F2. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope that helped. And as they say in my hometown, don't forget to be lazy.